The past year wasn't easy for Europe. How would you evaluate the economy and its outlook? And has the economy turned the corner?
A big challenge still remains because we have got, unfortunately, into a trap. We have low economic growth, which normally would imply that central bank should lower interest rates to stimulate investment. But at the same time, we also have a high inflation, which would suggest, according to the textbook, the central bank should actually increase interest rates. But the third leg of this problem is that inflation is mostly, at least for 50%, driven by high import prices, the cost of energy that we import from Russia, cost that has gone up, not despite, but because of the European sanctions. So in a way, Europe has created part of the inflation by threatening sanctions on import of oil and gas, some of which did not even materialize. But we know the markets reacted when there is the threat of a supply shock, which would be in the case of Russia exiting the global market for energy. This pushes prices up. So the problem is now a trap because interest rates should not be increased because they don't help at least a lot of the inflation because import prices of gas will remain, and it could further kill the economic prospect. To add, and I stop, we also have geopolitical tensions with the rest of Asia, and the belief, wrong belief in European circles, not all likely, but many, that the West can do without China and without the other 85% of the population, Asia, Africa, and part of South America, that in a way is connected to China. So we now have BRICS countries where both Argentina, Iran, Algeria, Saudi Arabia, Turkey want to join. So this is the big misconception that we have in Europe. In the case of the coupling or raising tensions, we would be better off without the rest of the world. And this is, in my view, entirely wrong assumption that would spell further economic problems.